You're talking about we can't hear you. I think I don't know if everybody can hear you, but I can't hear you from my side.
Yeah, this is Sam. I can hear you, but you sound like you're way off in the distance in another room.
Really? Sorry about this, guys. Normally I run this out of. Hey, is this better? No?
No.
Vaguely, but not really.
Give me 1 second.
Can everybody hear me now?
Yeah.
Is that better or is that worse?
Sounds like you have a reverb on.
Awesome. Okay, is that still awesome? Yes. Everybody, is this better?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's better.
Yep. So we're going to adapt and overcome with this. So hope everybody's doing well. This seems a lot better for the majority. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody. We're very excited to be able to host tags, and we feel like we have a great facility to be able to do this at. We're excited to show everybody the Northwest ISD pool. We feel like this is a great place that hopefully will be hosting more events like tags in the future. So not to waste y'all's time, I want to introduce some key people in this meeting. Robin McGann and Gloria Schultz will be our
You're muted there, Jason.
That's annoying. Okay. So let me introduce you to some of our admin team. Gloria Schultz and Robin McGann will be part of our admin team. They will be going over the flow of the meet and different protocols that we will be using there. Brad Eichenseer is our meet director and basically one of our facility management people, and he will be going over specific things with the facility. So just to start out, I'd like to tell you we're going to be running 2 pools. We've put up a warm-up assignment as well as seating chart. We will be running time trials between sessions, and Gloria and Robin will go over a little bit of that process. We will be updating everybody through email as well as posting things on our LAC website. So please check out our tags tab on the LAC website, which is www.swimlac.org. And we have all the information up there, including the email that we sent out, our first email. A number of people's emails have bounced back. So that means that you guys did not put the correct email address in OME. So if you have not gotten the first email, please send me the correct your email, and we will put that into the email file. So you will get all the future emails moving forward. One of the things that I want to go over real quick is just coach check-in. This will be in one area of the pool that everybody will enter in. It's going to be, and Brad's going to go over where that exactly is, but we'll basically have coach and athlete entrance, and this will be the entrance that you guys will be using for the whole weekend. The check-in process will be there. Basically, a coach will be able to check in will check in their team. Once a coach arrives, athletes will be able to be on the pool deck. We will not let athletes onto the pool deck without a coach. During the check-in process, the coaches will show their membership card, as well as bring their check and for the meet. And then all other coaches will just have to show their credentials to get their badges. And we will give you all your athlete passes during that time. So one of the things I do want you guys to be aware of, we did have one issue in OME, which was some people were charged $40 for a coaching pass compared to $20 for a coaching pass. So please look at your printed receipt and check to see if you were charged too much for a coaching pass. If you've already written a check out, we will have cash there to give out to those people who for the extra money that we do owe you. This is only for a few teams, so please double check that. We will have 2 people there during check-in to make sure that everything is correct financially. If you need us to provide you a vendor payment, please send me an email tonight and we will get that out to you, get you a W-9 out there. I know some of the school district facilities need some of those things. So, does anybody have any questions so far for me? Then I'll pass it over to Gloria and Robin, specifically on the topics that I just discussed.
Jason,
Yes.
on OME, I didn't see a place to pay the TSA fee.
Good question, Audrey. There is no TSA fee this meet. The TSA has waived the fee this time. This may be, I suspect this information will be brought up at the TAGS committee meeting on Saturday that will be in hospitality after prelims. But I know Leanne Carr sent out an email saying that there would be no $25 fee for this meet at this time.
Jason,
Yes.
this is Janine Healy from Paysetters. Can we pay the registration fee with a credit card, or does it have to be with a check?
We would prefer a check, but we do have the option to pay with a credit.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Well, I will send it over to Gloria and Robin to talk a little bit more about the official side of this.
Okay, this is Gloria. I don't know, Jason hasn't figured it out. I'm his meet referee, not his admin. Robin is our lovely admin. I'm picking on you a little, Jason, that's okay. Want to welcome all of you here. I think this is going to be a great meet as always, and we expect great things for all of your athletes this weekend. Couple of things, the pre-scratch timeline has been posted, so you can all see that our times are really, really good, and except for Sunday, our pools are evenly balanced, men and women, within about 10 minutes. So that'll make all of you happy. You won't be there that long. One of the things I want to talk about time trials is we're going to run time trials in both pools. When the women are done, we'll start the women's time trials. When the men are done, we'll start the men's time trials in their pool, which means time trials will probably be I don't know, no more than about 30 to 45 minutes at max at each pool. And you'll be able to get your athletes out, back to their hotels, and rested to come back for finals. So I think that's one of the goals, is to have them be rested so they can come back and swim fast at night. So that'll be really good for all of you. I'll have Robin go through all the other little things like that. I did send out some emails today, just for your information, just to set up a meet committee. I didn't get anybody that has yet said no. So I'm just going to kind of announce that we do have a meet committee. I'm hoping we never have to call it, but you never know. Our meet committee is one person from each LSC. We have an athlete, 2 coaches, and 2 officials. Our athlete will be Elsa Reel from the city of Midland. Our coaches from Border will be from El Paso Aqua Posse, Jorge Diaz. Our other coaches from South Texas will be Tracy Spurgeon. Sorry, Tracy, if you're on. And our officials will be Jerry Thomas Tennyson from the Gulf and Nick DeCibio from North Texas. So we have a really broad one from every LSC. And like I said, I hope we never have to call one, but I always like to be prepared. A couple things, just to let you know, we're going to, with each pool, we'll have a pool ref. You're probably well familiar with Chuck Chinnis at one pool, Scott Leeper at the other pool. As you have issues, please go to your deck ref, your pool ref, then come to me. Remember, if you come to me first, you lose all opportunity to get a better answer as you're going along. You come to me and you got a one-time shot for your answer. I think at this point here, like I said, I just want you to all swim well. You know, you can all get a hold of me whenever you need to. I'm going to pass it over to Robin.
There we go. Hi, guys. I'm really excited about this meet. I think we're going to have a great weekend in front of us. And for those of you who have not been at this pool, if you need to find admin, we are up above. So you will, we're kind of looking over the pool. There is a very long stairwell that leads up to where we will be. So if by chance you get requested to come to admin, you'll be coming up to our little space upstairs and you will see us all through the windows. I just want to go through a few just reminders so that you're kind of ready to have all of your deadlines in your head. Relay cards for the entire weekend will be in your packet when you first arrive. So you'll have all your cards. You'll only be turning them in as requested each day, but you do have all your cards at the beginning. Our daily scratch deadlines and relay cards, those times are the exact same. So for Thursday, when you guys get to the pool, that scratch deadline so that we can get started with Thursday's events and get your relay cards in is Thursday at 4 p.m. Friday's scratches and relay cards are due at the conclusion of Thursday evening's swim. And then Saturday and Sunday's events are due by 6 p.m. of the finals the night before. So Saturday's events are due at 6 p.m. during Friday finals, and Sunday scratches and relays are due at 6 p.m. of Saturday finals. Deck entries are only handled through OME, and that will close at 5 p.m., the same as our other deadlines each day. So deck entries close at 5 p.m. For Saturday's events on Friday, for Sunday's events on Saturday, etc. We'll also be taking deck entries at the team entrances. We'll have a table set up, a clerk of course table, where you can take care of deck entries. That's also where we're going to have any extra time trial entries. For time trials, OME entries are open for time trials through tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And then registration for time trials each day at that same clerk of course table that will be right outside of your main entrance is from 9 to 10:30 every morning. And like Gloria said, we're going to be running girls' time trials in their pool, boys' time trials in their pool. Prelim finals meet. So for some of your athletes, they're seasoned professionals at this point, and some of your athletes are kind of beginners at this. Please make sure to remind them about scratches so that we are not having a lot of opportunities for kids to swim that get missed. Especially on Sunday. I know everybody tries to get out of town on Sunday, especially if they've still got to get back to school. Your spring break doesn't start yet. So please encourage them if they have any inkling that they are not going to want to swim, whether they think they made it or not, to go ahead and scratch. Scratch-ins will be notified by a text message from me or Gloria as we are working through seeding finals. So I have cell numbers that were in the coach's contact in OME. If there is going to be a different coach that is going to be attending than the one I have information for, please send that to me so that I'll know who to contact about scratch-ins. We want to make sure that we give every athlete an opportunity to swim when there's an opening somewhere. No shows for prelims count as a DQ, and they do count towards one of those days' events. So if you have an athlete that knows they're not going to want to swim something, make sure they're doing that scratch the night before at the scratch box, so it's not counting towards their events. A no-show at finals is going to remove them from the meet, and we do not want to have to do that. So let's make sure that they're scratching and taking care of those things so that we don't have to crush anybody's hearts by not having them come back to swim. If you have an athlete who scratches in, there is not a penalty for no show in finals because they just got a nice spot, but we're not going to penalize them for that.
Just a second, Robin. That just to remember the old adage: once an alternate, always an alternate. And that, if you remember that, you know that there is no penalty because they were remaining. They were an alternate initially.
Okay. So, I know for a few of you, there are still some times that I am looking for proof for. There's 2 meets that I'm keeping track of that have not been loaded into swims yet: Mallard Madness and the Pack Frozen Tundra meet. Those I checked just a little bit ago, and those still are not in swims yet, but I am looking for them. I'm trying my hardest to get these times proved for those few swimmers that are still left. Everything else I've cleared out. If you have any questions about any of this, please let me know. But for most everybody, if I notified you about an issue and you got me that information right away, I let you know. Great, thank you very much. And that is all good.
Hey, Robin, real quick.
Yes.
Real quick, I'm sorry to bother y'all. Okay, we do not have we have the free version of Zoom. So if you do get kicked off because we ran out of time, please log back into this same Zoom number and we will start the meeting over again. So we will continue the meeting. So please, sorry for any problems if this is, if you do guys get cut up. Thanks.
All right, I'll talk faster. For those coaches who your athletes have lots of entries beyond the limit of 7, I will just give you a courtesy reminder on the first day of the meet so that everybody has a reminder of how many entries they have so they can start making their choices about which things they don't want to swim. Once they start swimming, and they just start swimming in event order, once they get to 7, all the swims after that will not be eligible anymore. So if they're going to pick and choose, I'm going to give you a little reminder so you can take care of that. And with that, with the daily limit. So we will be running checks daily between late entries and time trials for their daily limit of 3. Time trials don't count towards the total of 7, but you are allowed only 3 swims per day. Swim offs, I'm going to keep my eye on it. I am privileged to have a full admin staff. So my goal is to just be taking care of all those little things that come up like swim offs. And as soon as I have them in front of me and we can kind of calculate through scratches whether we're going to have to deal with something or not, I'm going to be contacting you so that we can get those things taken care of by the end of prelims. We do not want anything to carry over. We want everything to be taken care of that morning so that all decisions are made before we get to finals.
Robin, this is Gloria. I just want to say one thing to everybody. We will not be having swim offs before finals. So it is your responsibility as coaches to make sure that you have cleared that before you leave from prelims. We will not have swim offs before finals.
And if I'm working with some other paperwork and you see a tie come up, come on up to the admin room and call it to my attention so we can make sure that we're getting communication open and taken care of so that everything is done as efficiently as possible. And I think my cell number has printed on some things, and if my cell number is not out there, let me give it to everybody. That way you'll know where you're getting these messages from. 817-209-4275. And I am happy to answer any questions or help you in any way. I'm really, really, really excited that we're going to have this opportunity. It'll be a great weekend. Any questions? Okay, I'm done.
Okay. One of the questions that somebody had real quick about some of my topics, we will only let we will only let athletes on the pool deck when a coach checks in on the first day when they initially check in their team. Besides that, we will let athletes in prior to coaches coming in onto the pool deck during regular sessions of the meet. So with that being said, I'd like to pass it over to Brad Eichenseer to talk a little bit about our facility.
Perfect. Thank you. Brad Eichenseer, I'm going to be the meet director. I'm going to go over some stuff. Let's see if I can do it in 4 minutes. I bet you I can. First things first, our facility is, well, it's awesome. It's a great place to swim. It is located around high school, elementary school, and our admin building for the district. There is plenty of event parking around there. There's maps out there. That's the parking we want to use. We're very limited around right next to the facility itself. A lot of that will be for administration and official parking. So make sure you're paying attention to that parking map. Thursday and Friday are school days for the district. So there might be a little bit more traffic. There might be a little bit more parking spots taken. Just leave a little bit earlier. Just give yourself a little bit more time just in case of delays on those days. That's Thursday and Friday. Saturday and Sunday will be just fine. The facility itself, the athlete and coaches entrance, it'll be towards the right side of the building as you come in. There's a map of it as well. That is the only place we'll be entering for athletes and coaches. That is the only deck access we'll be allowing. Athletes, coaches, you guys can exit through other entrances, but we are not letting anybody else in. So that's where you'll need to be coming in. That is also where the coaches check-in will be located, right next to that entrance. So can't miss it. With that entrance will open up 30 minutes before the first warm-up each day. Before that, you're just going to have to wait. And once you get in there, seating, we already have our seating chart up. Each team will have bleachers available. Deck chairs are allowed for additional seating. We also are opening up the lesson pool deck. We don't have anyone currently assigned there, but if you need overflow, if you want to spread out a little bit, that deck space is also allowed as well. If you bring banners, please don't bring duct tape. I feel like most of you guys know that by now, but if you have command hooks, that's awesome. If you have pop-up banners, that's great. If you want to string it up, that works as well. When the meet gets started, we have a warm-up throughout the meet in the dive well. 10 and under warm-ups will be in the lesson pool area that's throughout the meet and also during general warm-up as well. Backstroke wedges are going to be available for back events, medley relays, and for the south pool, We have our bulkhead where we're starting from. There will be a ready area off to the side. We're going to limit the amount of heats on that bulkhead, so we'll be staging there. It'll be underneath the scoreboard. Can't miss it. Notes for spectators. Biggest thing is that spectator area will open 1 hour before that session meet start time. No camping chairs or coolers. We're not having a camp out up there. No powwow. We want to leave some space for people to be up there. Pre-order tickets, those are still available. If you want to tell your parents, the facility would appreciate. You don't need to print those tickets. They're all redeemed on your phone. So other than that, basically I'll be walking around. Guys, if you have any questions, if you need any help with anything, feel free to let me know at any point in time. I'm happy to get you taken care of. So that's it from my standpoint.
Thanks, Brad. If anybody else has any questions, now's the time to please ask.
Jason,
Yes.
I have one. Is heat sheet been issued?
Oh, heat sheets. Heat sheets will be free and be posted on our website every morning, every day. So once the meet is seated, we will have those heat sheets on our website.
I'm sorry, I'm at Psych Sheet. Have you sent one?
Yes, we have. All that information's up there. Psych sheet, timeline, all those things are up on our website.
On your
You
website.
did not get the email, so you may want to send me your email address to be on the last email group.
Okay.
Quick question. Are you requiring the COVID questionnaires to be filled out?
No, they're from the facility standpoint and district standpoint, nothing involving COVID questionnaires. We're good.